Well, hello viewers out there. How you doing today? I hope you had a wonderful time. I'd like to welcome you to the program, The Real Campaign, here on television Nigerian, the only online television where you can get the best of issues affecting us as a country. Nigeria is a country that the Almighty Himself has so blessed with the best of everything in the world. We are endowed with both human and mineral resources, but like every good story, the end sometimes cannot be too palatable. Our bane has been leadership. Where did we go wrong? What did we do to get this all wrong? Here on the Real Campaign, we try to bring these issues to the fore and give level playing ground for both the elected and electorate to bear their minds on how to move this great nation forward, like the other people will say, to the permanent site. My name is Ernest Ekweresien, and I'd like to welcome you to the Real Campaign on television Nigerian. Today on the program, we will be looking at some of the issues trending. Yesterday, we talked about the looters list, and I have two gentlemen with me who are going to maybe throw more light to the discussions we had yesterday with my guest analysts, and then we'll look at the latest outburst from the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, and then also we'll look at the Buhari's challenge. And with me, I have two gentlemen who are going to make this program as exciting as you can see and listen and enjoy. But don't go anywhere, call people around you, tell them that the Real Campaign is on television Nigerian. Well, on my left-hand side, I have Engineer Garba Umar, a member of the Technical Committee, Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Political Matters, and he's also the National Secretary Buhari Youth Organization, BYO. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
So good to have you. I heard this is not your first time of coming on.
No.
Yes, so we appreciate you every time we call you. You come. And also to my left, I have a brother and a friend, and also a political analyst, a young man who has seen it all. He's a movie director, big time award-winning. In fact, the first award-winning movie director at the AMA Movie Awards. That was the first African Movie Academy Award. And also, he's the convener of the Celebrity for Article movement. He's also an award filmmaker, as I said. And he's a presenter too. He presents the program Nigeria Right Now on AIT. I'd like to welcome Mazi Dixon Nnamdi Irego to the program.
My pleasure.
It's good to have you both on the program. So, gentlemen, without much ado, let's hit the ground running straight ahead. Yesterday on the program, we talked about the looters list. You know, there was a list that came out when the PDP came out to apologize to Nigerians that they did some things or they made some mistakes along the line. And the APC did come out to say, no, you're saying this because you want to you want to prepare yourself, prepare the grounds for the election. That this is where you are all a bunch of looters. And the PDP now said, if you call us a bunch of looters, prove it. And then the first list came out, 10 names. That was on Friday. By Sunday, the second list came out with more names, about 23 names. And some of the names have come out to say, we'll take you to court. Some of the names have said, prove it. Some of the names have said, so, Engineer Garba, you are with the APC. And you should be able to speak the mind, especially working with the office of the SSA to the President on Political Matters. What is your take on the looters list?
You see, my take on the looters list, some people think it is politics, and it is not.
Okay.
Because what I believe is this, when you have a list coming out from the EFCC or from the Minister of Information, they are doing their job not based on political ground. But the issue is this. So people said, why is it that it's only PDP people that are on that list?
On that list, yeah.
When you go to court, it is first to come, first to serve. Immediately, this is part of the agenda of President Muhammadu Buhari to fight corruption in Nigeria. Immediately he came in, then the EFCC take on with these people on this issue of corruption.
Okay.
These are the people that their issues have been there with the EFCC for long. So the EFCC must have established their facts.
But you just mentioned the word now that is first come,
First to serve.
first to serve. Can you please explain that a bit more?
Thank you. What I'm saying is this. The cases they have on ground, these are the cases that have been there for long. I don't think there is any case that was there before this that is not published.
Okay.
These are the cases I think they take on immediately after the inception of the government. The government have to go into this.
But what about the names of some of those also political gladiators who were in the PDP that later moved to the APC?
You see, that is why I'm telling you, there is no any gladiator that his name was there in the EFCC before these people, and it is not published. I hope you understand. These are the cases that are already in court.
Okay.
The EFCC claim they have all their proofs on ground.
Okay.
They establish their facts before presenting them.
Okay.
As, of course, there are a lot of cases which I want to tell you, and I want to give you an assurance. This government is going to do justice to each and every one. If there is anybody that is having a case in APC, just give small time. You will see that will come out.
But
there
people
is
are
no
of the
way.
mindset that
Yeah.
they will have been taking paripas. So as you're taking this, so that it shows that the corruption war is on a level playing ground.
No, I don't think it's true. Because we are dealing with a man of integrity.
Okay.
The man on the table of decision is a man of integrity. Likewise, the man in the FCC. So this issue, what I want to tell you is this. If there is anybody that have any case in any party, be it APC or any other party, it's a matter of time. When the next list come out, if you didn't see anything like that, that is the time I will come back here.
Oh,
to tell you that
another list is coming out.
Definitely sure. We are talking about Nigeria.
Okay, let me move from you a little bit so that
I really disagree with
I want to take Mazin Dixie Rebus.
Yes.
Did you agree with it?
Definitely, I don't agree. If you say, give us some time, what time? Your SGF just yesterday here. That one is very fresh in our memory. That should have been number one in that list. You failed to include that in the list. That's the first failure. You say, Mr. Integrity? Really? That was before Buhari came to power. That integrity issue has been demystified. We now know what integrity means that Buhari has. But that's, by the way, focusing on the list. First, yeah, you would say it was the PDP that was in government before the APC came on board. So who would you expect to be on the list? I agree with that. But unfortunately, it is also PDP mostly that makes the membership to APC. Unfortunately, where does the Senate President, where did he come from? The current Senate President who is a member of the APC, where did he come from? Where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Why is he not on that list and all of that? But excuse me, is it a media trial process that this government is going to go through? Is that what we need? If the government thinks I'm corrupt, there are established institutions. Let them go through the process of the law. Anybody who is found guilty should go in for it, not come to the media and begin to judge and begin to banter figures and names here and there. I think that is the height of shame that this government has brought upon this nation called Nigeria. And it is very expedient that we collect and rescue our nation back. If you say PDP is corrupt, he who alleges must have the onus to prove. The onus of proof is on him.
He did mention from the beginning.
How do you prove?
I know you definitely.
How do you prove?
But
you go to court to prove. You don't prove by just putting out a list.
Okay, fine.
I have a question for him.
Okay,
yes,
My
please.
question is, you talk about the SGF.
Yes.
Can you give me the date the case of SGF started, and then anybody that has a case which started after the case of the SGF
Listen,
among the list?
let's speak it straight up from the issue of integrity.
Yes.
If Mr. President is a man of integrity,
Of course.
and he gives permission for his Minister of Information to reel out a list of people who are supposedly alleged to be corrupt, that one is confirmed. He has been investigated, sacked, and you don't have his name on that list. That's a shame.
Okay, I think what Mr. Eric was trying to say, which I will want to throw to you, is some of these people have already gone to
court.
And they're still in court.
And
They're still in court.
Sorry. And even some of the names mentioned are cases that are already in court.
Yes.
And the verdicts have not been
Exactly
passed.
the point.
Judgment has not been passed.
Thank
But
you.
you're now coming out to call these people corrupt and say they are looters.
So when you get to court and after the trial and it gets there that
just
they're
hold
not
on, just hold on, let me say.
Please.
Engineer Garba would speak. The question I want to ask now is, if this case is already in, some of the cases are in court,
Yes.
and they have not been proven guilty yet,
Yes.
coming out to call them looters, don't you think that is perjury?
But that's what it is.
It's not.
It's
really?
not?
Because,
How?
excuse
You
me.
have not. I have not been convicted by
Thank
any
you. Excuse
court of
me.
competence jurisdiction.
You know what is happening is this: the body that published this name must have a legal department.
Okay.
And before doing anything.
The body, what body is that? That's the Ministry of Information.
Thank you. Even not only the Ministry of Information.
The Ministry of Information reeled out that
This
way.
must have come from the EFCC, which is also a legal body on its own.
Is it the EFCC that finds you guilty?
Excuse me. These people are already.
No, excuse me. Is it the EFCC that finds you
It's
guilty?
not EFCC, it's court. But they're already
just hold on. Let him. I like to take this point by point.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Now, you have just said they are already in court.
Yes.
But no judgment has been passed. Like I did mention, you are not guilty until proven guilty.
Yeah.
You are innocent until proven guilty.
That's what our
So if you
constitution
call
says.
me a thief, and I know I am not a thief, and I go to court and say, this man has called me a thief, can another court now come and take over that same case while the case is still in another court?
Excuse me. Most of these cases we are talking about, they are almost true. And let me tell you,
They are almost
true.
Excuse me, there is a certain stage when you reach in a case, you know the direction of the case.
Really?
Because, of course, and the court has already taken their decision.
Really?
Excuse me, the EFCC have their own verifiable fact from the court, which justified these people to be on that particular name they were called.
Okay. Now,
My dear brother
Yeah.
engineer,
Okay.
you see, be fair,
Yeah.
because this could be you tomorrow. This is our nation. It's not about Buhari, it's not about APC or PDP.
Yeah.
The shame right now is on our nation, our common patrimony.
No,
Let's be
I don't think it's true.
Oh, is it not a shame on us?
No.
This is not a jungle.
No.
This is not a banana republic.
Of course.
There's a process
Of course.
to find anybody
And let
guilty
me tell you,
as established by the law of the Federal Republic of
process-
Nigeria.
The process has been followed step by step before reaching up to this stage. Let me
Has
tell you, these
any judge found these people that you reeled out their names? Has any of them been found guilty?
Definitely sure I know the FCC people will not just come out without having something tangible from the court.
Oh, you don't even know of any.
Okay,
Definitely sure.
Engineer Gadwa,
Wow.
I don't believe the EFCC is the last arbiter of our legal process in Nigeria. I believe they are just an arm that investigates and then bring
An
this
arm
evidence
under the executive arm.
to the court.
Yes.
And it is the court that now gives a final judgment to say this person is guilty, this person is not guilty, this person. So for me, if the case has not been brought to fore to say that people are guilty, really now their names just so suddenly. Don't you think for me it's trying to gain political points, especially since the elections are just few
When
months
you
No,
away?
it's a simple case of, you know, the style of this government is a case.
When you
Let me
look
go.
at the list, they
Go on.
said alleged looters. They have not
Oh, it's
brought
even
to
an
conclusion.
allegation.
Excuse me, that is what they said on the list.
Oh, that's what they say?
And then number two.
Why are you dancing to the
excuse
gallery
me,
if it's
we are
alleged?
not- we are not
If
dancing
you
to the
allege, you go to court to
We
prove
are
what you
not-
are alleging.
We are already in court.
You're already in
Then
court.
you
Why are
should
you making it
come
public?
again.
Why are you dancing to the media?
We are not dancing to the media, but definitely sure these people call for it. And we have to. They said if you have any list, publish it. And it is published.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
Really?
in the
Because
case
they
of
said if you have any
any
list.
list you publish and
That
then
is it.
you just publish a list.
Of course, you publish the list because you have your facts on ground.
Your facts,
It's not based
not the
on
general
assumption.
facts.
This is sad,
Excuse me,
really.
excuse
It's
me.
really sad.
Because-
This is not based on assumption. It's something that is already in court. I hope you understand.
It is based on
Okay,
assumption.
okay,
Because you've not proven that
it
this
is
is
not.
not based
Okay,
on assumption.
Maziri,
Yeah.
Yes, please.
in the course of this, the former special assistant to the former president
Yeah.
Yeah.
on media, that's Pastor Reno Omakri,
Yes.
also did come out with a list
Yeah.
of people who said they were supposed to be on that list.
Mm.
But since they are not on that list, we too we can also release our list of looters.
Mm.
And they have names of mostly those PDP people who cross-carpeted
You see,
from PDP to the APC, the likes of Rotimi Amechi, the likes of Kwakwenso,
Yes.
and all the other ones that cross-carpeted
Yeah.
to the APC. So what's your take on that
you
list?
are talking about court processes. You cannot just bring out a list. If these PDP have this kind of people that they believe they are corrupt, why can't they go to the court? They can also,
A white paper was released.
You just indicted yourself.
Yes.
Excuse me.
You
excuse
just
me,
indicted
Excuse
yourself.
me. No.
Oh, the
Excuse me.
PDP should rather go to court and then the government
Thank
is
you.
above the court?
No. That's
Because
not what
you
I'm
said-
saying. Excuse me. What
Okay.
I'm saying is this. If PDP believe those people are corrupt, number one, they have the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, which they can report to.
Which indicted
Number
some
one.
of these people
No,
earlier
when?
until when they now went.
Most
to
of them have been investigated by the EFCC.
If you have any proof, you can bring
I
it
can
here.
mention the
Number
names.
one.
I can
And then,
mention.
like what the Reno Omokri is saying, the reason why I will not even take it serious, how can you bring in some people that are not even working with the government, that have never sat in the government to be on that list? There are some names of people that he
Like
mentioned
who?
that have never
Like mention one.
I don't want to call names.
Oh really?
But
you could call the names that you reeled out by your own party.
So
anyway, let me say
give you
this.
that
You know,
details.
like I was saying, right?
Yeah.
Whether we want to appreciate this truth or not, this has nothing to do with the current administration. His tenure will end on May 29th, 2019.
No.
That's no, excuse me.
That's the first
Calm
thing.
down, calm down.
Before it goes-
When
it
Nigerians,
goes for
the one that
election.
he's enjoying right now ends
Ends.
on May 29th,
Of
to,
course.
May 2019.
Definitely.
So whether we want to accept or not, therefore, this has to do with us. It has nothing to do with any particular party. Power is transient. And if power is transient, we need to be careful. If you come here to defend this shame, it befalls on you too. Listen, APC has failed Nigeria. Propaganda has failed. Lies has failed. You have nothing, not one iota of proof of your performance as a government so far. All you could do is dance to the gallery. You wake up and reel out a list, and then when we now say, no, you are corrupt, even more corrupt than we are,
But
you
what
begin
I-
to say, go to the
okay,
EFCC to
excuse
prove
me.
it.
You know,
It's a shame, really.
you know, there is
Gentlemen,
something-
just hold on a bit. Well, I need to tell the viewers out there that you can be part of this conversation. Just go to our Facebook page, Television Nigerian. Just click on the page, log into the page, go to the live, and then you can drop your comments, and we'll get to see them here in the studio, and we can read them out, because this is the real challenge. So you were saying?
I am surprised if my learned colleague, let me call him that way.
I'm not a learned colleague, I'm not a
thank you.
lawyer.
No, I
Okay.
said the real
No,
challenge.
it's not only a lawyer that is
Listen,
learned. When I
listen.
said the learned colleague,
I am
Master
Excuse Hold on,
I am very
gentlemen.
surprised.
You had just said something now. I
Yeah.
said this is the real challenge.
Yeah.
So now I want you now to sell yourselves.
Yes.
So let's get, because the real campaign gives you the real challenge.
Thank you.
So I want to hear you now. Now you have said something that if Reno Omokri came out with the list, that you can't take the list serious, because he mentioned the names of some people that didn't even serve in the government.
According to you, and
you're
you're not able
ready
to mention
But you
even
did
one.
indict yourself by saying
They
if
should
the
go to-
PDP has
Yes.
a list of people they believe are looters
Yes.
that are serving in this government, they should go to court. Why is the PDP or the APC? You said they got those from the court, because if you are saying that they got those
point
lists
of
from
correction,
the
it's
EFCC,
not-
got
we are
them.
not talking about APC publishing name. We are talking about EFCC publishing name.
I'm
The
sorry,
name
sir.
didn't come from the EFCC.
I'm sorry, sir.
Okay.
It came from the minister.
I'm sorry,
of
sir.
The
Information.
minister got the names from the EFCC.
According to you.
According to you.
No.
According to you.
But it wasn't written anywhere.
According to who?
Okay.
Because
According to
excuse
who?
me, it is EFCC that indicted these people. It is EFCC that is taking on these people in the court.
Well, you see, like I really said earlier, I'm ashamed. I'm appalled, at the approach you guys give to governance and the impetus with which you come out to defend it. It's quite disgusting to imagine that a people that are part of a country that we're all part of could go out and embarrass the entire nation and still have the temerity
What
to
is
come out in
an
the public
embarrassment?
and begin to defend it.
Excuse me, you are saying an embarrassment. I don't know how this become an embarrassment.
You know why it's an embarrassment?
Excuse
Let me tell you how.
Excuse me.
Since you don't know. There are three arms of government.
Yes.
There is the judiciary,
Uh-huh.
there is the legislative arm,
And the
and there's the executive. The list you just reeled out came from the executive. Did it come from the other arm of government?
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me. What I want you to believe and I want you to know is this: the executive cannot just publish a list. This list must have come from the EFCC because they are the people.
Is the EFCC under the judiciary?
They are not.
Are they under the legislative arm?
What are you telling me?
Is it not under the executive arm?
Excuse me. What do you want this list? Where do you want the list to come from?
It should come from the court.
It
That-
can never come from the court. Tell me a list in this country that ever come from the court.
Well,
What list have we had before? Tell me. What list have we had before?
Apart from this, tell me if there is
no, we have had the
ever
list
come
that
from
came
the court,
from
because that is
the
not
foreign
process.
nation where some names of parties.
Talking about our nation.
But our nation.
What list have we ever had a list? The government of Nigeria come out to dent the image of citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria who have not been found guilty.
Is not denting the image of anybody.
What if, can I ask you a question? What if these names, one of them gets to court, and after trials, right, it comes out that they are clean? What do?
I don't think it will happen like that.
Oh, why?
Because they must have their evidence and proof on ground before going to.
I'm saying, what if? Since you haven't found them guilty in the court of law.
Let me ask you a question now. Don't forget, like you said, the list is an alleged.
Thank you.
So that means it's still not proven. It's an allegation. So that's why he's saying, if peradventure, because some of them have already threatened legal action, like the chairman of the PDP did give the honorable minister
48 hours, which has since elapsed
72 hours.
Okay. This is just
to withdraw those the allegation, or else they will go to God. Same thing with the former governor of Niger State.
Something with the former spokesperson of the PDP.
Yes, with the former and also Stella Odua.
Did you ever see where you take a thief to the court and he agreed that I'm a thief?
But definitely, it is not you. It is not you that will call the person a thief. It is not you. It is the court.
The issue is this: the earlier we start facing the truth, the better for this country.
What is the truth?
Okay, wait. Let me ask you.
The way Mr. Mazi is going, I was even surprised saying that this government doesn't have anything to show on ground.
What do you have to show?
We'll get to that, but let me ask you a question. In all honesty, is this government fighting corruption?
Of course.
How?
This is the first step. You have seen it. Let me tell you, the first.
By really
excuse me. It took you 3 years to rule out this list.
You see, this list that you are talking about, in 3 years, it is the FCC that will give you the breakdown. When they started their case, and how they arrived at this particular point with this list.
So now, from what you are saying now, is that even those that have been indicted recently in the party, their time will soon come.
Of course.
It's a step-by-step thing.
Of course.
All right, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back from the break, we are going to look at the other issues. We're going to look at the former president's outburst, and we'll also look at the hashtag Buhari challenge, which was something he mentioned that you said that you are so surprised that he's saying that. You will have to defend that. So don't go anywhere. The real campaign will come back after this very short break. Welcome back from that break. It's still the real campaign here on Television Nigeria, and I hope you're joining us. And even when we were on the break, some comments started coming in. One of the comments we got was somebody said, corruption. It's always allegation. Nobody has yet been indicted. And another one said that the other comment was that if the list is even authentic. So far, you have told us that the list is authentic because you believe it came from the EFCC to the Honorable Minister. Mr. Eregbu is saying it should have come from the court because the court is the last arbiter of law.
It's not the business of the government, the executive arm of government, to single-handedly declare anybody as a thief or as corrupt or as a looter. It's an aberration in governance.
Let's tell you the position of government.
Okay, let's hear you.
You see, when somebody steals, it is the owner that will take him to court. And then it is the court that will prove. So this is what is happening.
No, you're wrong.
Well, let him finish.
No, but he's wrong.
You clearly.
The executive believe these people still what they accused of stealing, and they took them to court. Okay, the issue is this. Somebody said, who has been convicted? That is a question that's supposed to go to the judiciary. You see,
If nobody has been indicted,
yes,
how come their names are on the list?
it's not that they are not indicted.
But you just said it now.
It's not that they are not indicted.
Okay.
Excuse me, what you expect a list that will come from the court will never happen, because it never happens in this country. There is no way you expect a court to release a list of people.
Are you
convicted?
No, not convicted. You are expecting a list. These are the list of the people, they ask for it, and it is given to them.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Who asked for it?
Okay, now
who asked for it?
Let me take something here. You said the executive believes these people are thieves. But don't forget that the inception of this government, our president traveled a lot.
Yes.
And at every point in time he went to any country, he was always saying
demarketing the nation.
He was demarketing the nation by saying we are thieves. And thereby,
I don't think.
But there were plenty comments
because if you look
that
at
we
it,
were corrupt.
What is the ranking of Nigeria in the list of corrupt countries?
Let's get there.
Buhari that put us there?
The current one?
Not the current one.
But,
Before
under Buhari's what we have seen, rather than come down, we are rather going up there.
That is it.
And Buhari went to Ghana to tell them that he would help them to fight corruption.
Of course,
people who were under the rating, the index that anti-corruption this thing that we're discussing in our country.
Excuse me, my brother. What I want you to
know what would
you
answer to that? Because is it Transparency?
Yes, Transparency International
rated us now even more corrupt
than we were yesterday.
Than we were in the past administration.
More corrupt than Ghana, that you want to go and help to fight more.
We are talking about Ghana. We are talking about President Buhari. But PDP ruled this country for 16 years.
Okay. Yes, that's a slogan that we will be hearing that song from you.
Wait.
Of PDP.
Yes.
But let me tell you, overnight, you don't expect Buhari to come and perform magic.
Oh.
Let me tell you.
Okay, no.
The issue of, excuse me,
let me put this on you so that you can answer at once.
Yeah.
Before President Buhari came into power, there were release of this same reports and scores over time.
Yes.
And even up to the last year of the last administration, Nigeria was not at the position it is today.
Of course.
So after 3 years,
what happened?
They now brought out a list. And the list now shows that our corruption index has even gone higher than it was when the last administration left. And you're still blaming the last administration for that?
Yeah, of course.
How?
Okay, take the statistic. What is the percentage of those people that were serving in the government that are still in the government today?
The percentage?
Yes.
I don't understand that question.
Okay, let me tell you. When Buhari came in,
yes,
up till today, still about 60% occupy the offices are PDP people. And let me tell you, the corruption we are talking about is more or less 85% come from the civil service. And Buhari cannot just come into this country and sweep out everybody.
No, he should come and clear out the whole Nigerians and bring in angels.
So
just like it took him 6 months to bring out the angels that were going to be in his cabinet. He should wipe all of us out and bring in angels into our nation.
One thing he believes in, whatever this man is doing, he never brings in politics into it.
Well,
what he believes is what will move this country forward. Excuse me.
So how far have we gone forward? Tell me how far we've gone forward.
Those people that are doing the work, that are still steering this country. Buhari is one man. But what do you have? You have ministries. You have ministers up there. But what are the category of people doing that job?
How come he's not even been competent enough? He has not found the balls to fire anybody since he came to power.
All these ministers are now doing their best to sensitize these ministries. But it is only the minister that is appointed there. But all the people that are in the ministry, they were there before the minister.
So are you now saying that all the civil servants are in the ministry are corrupt?
You cannot just say all. But majority carry the vote.
Okay,
my brother, you see,
yes. I just want us to move away from it, but I'll just hear a last comment.
Let's be fair,
then
because
we'll move to the next
you're not a foreigner yourself. You're not some American or some Ghanaian. You're a Nigerian too. I just want to please prick our conscience. Because this shame is a collective shame on all of us. Excuse me, hold on, please.
Okay, Mr. Eric,
because if our government...
Explain the shame, because...
If our government, rather than tackle issues keeps on that focus on excuses, you cannot keep driving your car focused on the rear mirror. You will go crashing. This government is inept. This government is visionless. This government is directionless. Everything you have to do has to do with propaganda and lies. So the only thing, excuse me, when you were talking, let me have my time, engineer. Let me have my time. You see, as much as here, this is election year, this is a political year, and that we all have to, campaign for our candidates. If Buhari had performed, you wouldn't be here lying. You wouldn't be here reeling out lists. His performance will speak for him. But woefully has it done. That's why you have to go and dig up lies, dig up all sorts just to try and modify Buhari. Buhari is the worst leader that this country has ever faced.
Well, that is, let me say.
What sentiment? What do you mean sentiment? Of course, it's my opinion. The level of hunger we have faced in our country, we've never had it before. The level of insecurity we have faced in our country, we've never had it before. And he came to fight corruption, where he dines and wines with his most corrupt cabal. I don't eat dog meat, but I use my teeth to share it for my children. That is the case of Buhari. He's not corrupt. He's Mr. Integrity. But around him, he is swimming and dining with the most corrupt individuals.
You agree with that?
It's unfortunate, and you come here to defend
it.
it.
Surprised. Excuse me, let me tell you something. I'm even surprised is the way this.
You don't know the level of anger that Nigerians have against this government. If you knew, you won't come here to defend ineptitude of Buhari.
Let me tell you, because you are blinded by sentiment, you cannot.
What's your definition of sentiments? What's your definition of sentiments?
I don't know.
You don't know the definition of sentiments, and you don't mention sentiments.
You are blinded by sentiments.
What is your definition of sentiments?
Okay, gentlemen.
I am in a nation where people are dying of hunger. I should not engage you.
You are looking into my eyes, telling me that the level of insecurity in this country is going high.
Oh, you don't know.
In this country. Excuse me. I'm surprised. I'm disappointed in the way you are talking about this insecurity issue. Let me tell you.
Have you heard of the comment of T.Y. Danjuma recently?
Who is T.Y. Danjuma?
Who is it?
These people that you are talking about, these are the people that are so aggressive about this government. Let me tell you, Buhari is a kind of person that doesn't care if you support him. You cannot even bring in your corrupt.
All of you who are supporting Buhari is actually his problem. You don't have the balls to tell the truth.
Let me tell you.
You don't have the balls to tell Buhari.
Hold on, gentlemen. Take it down. Let's take a breather. Take it.
It's unfortunate.
I know the tensions are a bit high. But now the question. Let me ask a question. It brings me to the hashtag Buhari challenge.
No, we must go back to that topic because I want to tell this man.
Which of the topics?
Excuse me. This man
the
is
one
trying
you mentioned.
I'm not just this man. I'm a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Let
you want to know, in case if you don't know, I want to tell you.
Tell me.
That it is under this administration that the security in this country improved.
Improved? In what area?
Let me tell you.
Explain. In what area?
For the past 3 years now, I want to ask you to mention, apart from Borno State, tell me one state where you have a bomb blast.
Bomb blast? Is that what is insecurity?
It's insecurity.
Because the headsmen have killed more than bombs have been killing in Nigeria.
This is a lie, my brother. This is a lie.
With the records,
this is a lie.
Oh my God.
Brother, let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
So
there was a time, even in Abuja here, nobody was safe that time. Everybody was running in pairs.
Is Abuja the only place in Nigeria? Is
God.
Benue safe? Is Taraba safe? Is Kaduna safe? Is Plateau safe? Is Enugu safe? Let me read out for you where that we have not experienced safety.
Gentlemen, let me control my program because you guys.
I'm sorry about
that. Engineer Garba, you said apart from Borno State, but I want to put it to you that in your village it happened.
When?
Just last 2 months.
Not bomb blast.
Bomb blast.
Where?
Yes, it happened.
Where?
In the mosque.
Why are we discussing bomb blast?
That is Borno State.
If the terrorists have changed tactics and changed their name, if the terrorists have changed tactics and changed their name, how has the government been proactive to checkmate it?
You are not asking any questions. I'm supposed to ask the questions.
Forgive me, but the truth is,
you said it's only okay. So let's assume it's only in Borno. Is it still okay?
Yeah. Okay. What I'm saying is this.
It's happened only in Borno, so we are safe.
Excuse me.
Is Borno not part of Nigeria?
It's part of Nigeria.
So?
But let me tell you today, in Borno State, more than 50% of Borno State is safe. Because I'm from the northern part of the country, from the northeast precise. I've been in Maiduguri even last week. So if you have a level of insecurity up to 80%, which drop now to 20%, definitely sure there's an improvement.
There's an improvement.
That
Okay,
is
let's give.
If there was an but we
let's
cannot swallow that hook, line, and sinker that there is an improvement.
Okay.
If there was an improvement,
Yes.
a former chief of army staff,
Yes.
a former chief of defense,
Yes.
minister of defense,
Yes.
right,
Yes.
just came out
Yes.
to declare to Nigerians that we are unsafe under the government that you are coming here to defend.
That is politics, my brother.
Do you want Anjuma is playing politics?
Of course.
He's
What
not
are
a
you saying?
politician.
Are you serious?
What are you saying?
He doesn't belong
That
to
is
any
politics.
political party.
Are you serious?
He belongs to.
Which?
He belongs to.
Which party,
You ask
please?
him, he will tell you. But
Which
I will not
party?
tell you. But that is politics.
Well,
This
Let
government and their
Let me
cronies
tell you.
are the worst set of Nigerians that have faced
Okay,
government.
gentlemen, I move you straight to the Buhari challenge. A young man came on Facebook,
Yeah.
on the Twitter, and did an hashtag Buhari challenge that if anybody anywhere in the country can state one project that Buhari government has started
And finished.
and finished, that the person will win money. It started with 10,000 naira. As of today, this thing was since last week. As of today, it has gone to 500,000 naira and 2,000 pounds involved in it. And the
There's even
question-
a Lexus Jeep car.
There's a Lexus Jeep car available too.
Yeah.
And it's so surprisingly that with all the talks about the president doing this, the president doing that, and up till now, the
His supporters
challenge
have
is
not come
still
up with
there, and
anything.
nobody has been able to really come out to say the president has done this from the beginning. This is where he finishes.
So dear
This is what
Engineer
he-
Umar Garba.
Please, sorry, let me ask Engineer Garba,
Yes.
do you agree with this assessment?
I did not.
So can you please, in the next 2 minutes, tell us, just mention just one project that this government have started, not the one they came to complete or commission the one that was done by the president.
Recommissioning the one that has been
Recommission. I mean the one that they inaugurated from the beginning, followed it up to the finality and commission.
Okay, define the type of project for me before I will answer that question.
Any
because,
project.
excuse me, you can't say any project.
I said
if you said
any
any project, I will call so many projects.
Please do.
But I want you to define.
Please
okay,
do.
when we take the reconstruction of the Northeast,
Reconstruction fine.
reconstruction of the Northeast, there are about 2,500 houses that are built now ready for commissioning.
Okay.
I can tell you one.
Okay, but it has not been commissioned. That's one.
But it is completed 100%.
Okay.
That is number one. And then number two, if you take the road dualization,
Which one?
Abuja, Kaduna, Kano, Meduguri.
That was not
Take
that
Kano,
was
Meduguri.
initiated by this
Excuse me,
government.
it is not initiated by this government.
That's what we are
Excuse
saying. We're
me,
saying the one
excuse me,
initiated
excuse me.
by this government.
I can help you.
Excuse me.
Let me help you
Excuse
to
me.
tell you a
can't help
project.
me. Excuse me. It was initiated, but it was not started that time.
That's
The
what we're
project
saying.
kicked
Was
on
it?
during this
I
government.
can help
no,
you
no,
tell
no.
you the one that has been initiated and executed by this government.
Okay.
The Dapchi Girls was initiated and concluded by this government.
What do you mean by that?
Unfortunately,
Is that
Why do you-
a contract? Is that a?
but
a
that's the
contract?
project. Buhari told us
Yeah.
with so much pride that he did better in handling.
Of course.
Oh really?
Of course.
We're still looking
Of
for.
course.
We're still looking
Of
for
course.
one.
When the
Okay.
Chibok girls were rescued, what did the former government did about it? Nothing.
You guys are
Nothing.
shameless.
Okay.
guys
Now
are shameless.
that brings me to President Olusegun
You are
Obasanjo.
shameless.
Please let's just
I think
watch.
There are some words that you're supposed
No,
to.
please.
Well,
Mr.
being shameless is not an abusive word.
No, but
It's not an abusive word. If not, it wouldn't be. If you were not shameless, you wouldn't come here to say certain things.
Well, Mazirebu, irrespective of how you
It's
feel,
better-
irrespective of how emotional you feel,
Have respect
please,
for-
we should be mindful of.
Forgive me, because the truth of the
Be
matter is that
mindful
when
of
we
what
look
you
at
do.
where we're coming from,
I understand,
right?
but
You would be hurt.
decorum, sir, please.
Because-
Let's just
Yeah.
be mindful of what we say to each other. This is not the end of it. We'll still go outside and shake hands.
Of
So we can't
course.
sit there in front
Of
of them.
course.
So let's take it easy.
Of course.
Now, President Olusegun Obasanjo's speech.
Yeah.
Now we're going to listen to it, and then we'll come back and take your comment. Just listen to it.
As I said, giving excuse, we met many challenges. Now, if there are no challenges, then you wouldn't need to come. Huh? If there are no challenges, you don't need to come. And you come in because you know that there are challenges. And then giving us excuse that you have many challenges, that's why you haven't achieved result. and then you still want to go. The first lesson I learned in my military training is never reinforce failure. What we have now is failure. Never you reinforce it. Never you reinforce failure. Let failure be failure and gone. And if you do not see what you should see, you will then be a victim of what you don't like.
All right, welcome back. We just listened to the former president, and one of the very, very salient things he said was, don't reinforce failure by re-electing an incompetent government. He said that it will be foolhardy to reinforce failure by re-electing ineffectiveness and incompetence.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said even from his military training, military background, that you do not encourage failure to this magnitude. And he has come out to say that this government has failed. Sir, what's your take on that?
You see, many people, what they know is Obasanjo's comment, but what is behind the comment, that is what they don't know.
Okay.
So many people believe in politics. When I support Mr. A, if Mr. A happens to be in the office, I can package anything. However, the irregularities that is involved for him to just approve.
Okay.
And what I want to tell you is this. This is something that will never happen with President Muhammadu Buhari. These people are so aggrieved simply because they think if Buhari come in, they supported Buhari in 2015, they can package all their projects like the Mabila dams, which causes all this problem.
But in this indictment, he didn't talk to the president alone. He also talked to the People's Democratic Party.
Excuse me. I want to enlighten the public on why Mr. Obasanjo or President Olusegun Obasanjo excuse me, why he is so aggressive, trying to bring down this man, thinking that he is Mr. Nigeria. And he cannot.
Obasanjo this is the same Mr. Nigeria that single-handedly joined force to make President Buhari a president. He did the same thing to President Goodluck by discrediting President Goodluck to now give Buhari the leeway to become a president.
Excuse me, I want to tell you, with or without Obasanjo in 2015, we win that election.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Because tell me one state, Obasanjo cannot deliver his state during his tenure as a president. It is Southwest. Because it was Tinubu that has the control of the Southwest. So let me tell you, if these people think simply because my company lost a project, I can come out to shout, please, I'm begging these people to allow this country to move forward. That is the simple truth. Let me tell you.
Right.
Excuse me, the same Obasanjo challenged IBB, the same Obasanjo challenged Jonathan, the same Obasanjo challenged Buhari. If anybody comes tomorrow, the same Obasanjo, if his interests will not be protected, the same Obasanjo will come out to challenge him. Let me tell you, people think, let's take it from 2003. How many votes does Buhari have? Through our election in 2003, 2007, up to 2015, it is only 2 million vote difference.
Okay.
We won the election with 21 million. Go and see.
I'm sorry, no, it wasn't 21 million.
Excuse me.
15 point something million votes was what he used to win the election.
15 point something. We have only 2
Not
million
21.
vote
Don't
difference.
misinform us here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. It's only 2 million vote difference. I want you to know that.
Okay.
So with or without him, definitely we are going to win.
Okay. Fine.
So, Mr. Eregu, somebody said something that ignore Obasanjo at your period.
Oh, well, I am happy that Engineer Garba here has declared that Obasanjo is a non-granta.
Of course.
So no problem. I'm very happy with that. So 2019 we'll get there. All right?
Thank you.
But this is it. Obasanjo, you must give it to him. Thank God you have read out also that he wrote this person, he wrote this person, and he wrote this person.
I don't forget.
But before then, you had even accused him that his company didn't get any access to getting whatever approved, and then he started shouting. So he didn't get anything from those people also.
Of course,
but
if you ask them, they will tell you what is behind.
It's unfortunate when I said earlier, and that I didn't mean to insult, and I'm not here to insult anybody. If there was shame, if there was love for this country, you wouldn't say what you just said. Obasanjo loves Nigeria. With all his excesses, excuse me please, with all his excesses, when Jonathan was not doing what he expected that he should do, that would favor the nation, yeah, he came out and supported Muhammad Buhari, who now you are saying he would have won the election without Obasanjo.
Even toys.
Muhammad Buhari went down to Ota. Went down to Ota. Let me finish making my point.
Let him finish.
Went down to Ota to appeal for Obasanjo's support.
When?
What Obasanjo said,
During the
thank
campaign,
God, thank God he used a military language. And he said, never reinforce failure. He went further to declare that these failures we're experiencing presently should not be given a second chance.
Well,
he went
let
further
me quote what
to
he said.
clearly state.
He said, the first lesson I learned in my military training
Yes.
is to never reinforce failure.
Exactly.
What we now have is failure.
It's failure. And we can assure you, listen,
that is
sir.
Obasanjo's
Listen, sir.
definition.
Well, let me tell you that Obasanjo's definition is actually the opinion of majority of Nigerians.
No.
Those of you who are locked up in the villa thinking that your time will not
is locked up.
Calm down.
Okay, let me finish.
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed
Let
to
me
make
just
my
add the
point.
punchline. I will allow you to make a point, but let me add the punchline which we'll use to wrap this up.
Yeah.
He said, you see, I have publicly said, and I mean it, that as a party, neither PDP nor APC can get us there, as they have not been consistent.
Obasanjo is marketing his
He said,
coalition.
never mind about the
Because,
reforms
excuse
or
me,
the apology.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, but
Obasanjo
Mr.
is already
Eregbu
out of PDP.
was speaking before you,
Yes.
so let him land on his point.
On the former president's opinion about this government, like I've just said here, that is the opinion of more than 60 million Nigerians.
No, I disagree with
Which
you.
is far more than what you are claiming that your
disagree.
candidate. But don't worry, we will decide that in 2019.
That is
but I'm coming.
Okay.
But if you do not have relationship with your people back home, where are you from, sir?
I am from the northeast.
You're from the northeast.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're completely disconnected from your people. If you were connected to your people, you won't in any way sit down here and be singing this government's praise.
Okay,
but
gentlemen.
having said that, please take this home.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Muhammad Buhari would not get a second term under this government.
Okay,
in this
now,
country.
in the next, this is the real campaign, so let's campaign a little bit. In the next 2 minutes, sir, why do you think Nigerians should vote for President Muhammad
Thank you
Buhari?
very much. Because for the past 16 years, Nigeria was just stagnant in one point. It is only this man that is trying to push this country forward. And let me tell you something. It is only General Muhammad Buhari that stand and come with a mission to fight corruption in this country. And that is the number one menace we have in this country. And number two,
Unfortunately, he has turned out to be the most corrupt Nigerian leader. Because nepotism, which is his
let me
major
tell you
approach to
something.
I will give you your
is
time.
the mother of all
I'll give you your
corruption.
time, sir, please. You have
Excuse
30
me.
seconds.
I have 30 seconds, but he's interrupting
Okay,
me.
just-
So let me tell you, if this country, if we are really ready to move forward, President Muhammad Buhari is the only person that will take this country out of the woods.
Okay.
Because when we came in, the country of this ship, the ship of this country was directly heading to the rock. We are lucky now this old man has helped us to save this ship, and we are now coming back to the track.
Okay.
And he will surely take us there. And 2019, I will invite you to come for the...
Thank you. Mr. Eregbu, you are the convener of the Celebrity for Atiku,
Yes.
Atiku Abubakar movement.
Yes.
So, sell your candidate in 2 minutes.
Well, you see, there is no comparison. What Abiola a long time ago told us, when the head is rotten, the entire body will smell. Nigeria's own natural disaster is leadership. What we need is someone with content, someone whose antecedents before aspiring to come to public office can show that he has, the ability required to move a people forward. Waziri Adamawa Atiku Abubakar has shown that capacity. He has shown, check his track record, that he has the capacity to lead Nigeria. About experience today, he is the most experienced Nigerian leader today available that can move this nation forward.
When it comes to Nigerians against voting Atiku. So
I'm sorry?
He said both PDP. He said both PDP and the APC.
Against voting
as much as
Obasanjo
Obasanjo is entitled to his opinion, I'm telling you that Nigerians of today are desirous of a quick fix to the economy. Nigerians of today are desirous of a quick fix to the, coming back together as a nation. We have never been this divided.
And
Atiku has the capacity to bring the nation back together.
The answer is, Atiku Abubakar. Well, it is left for you out there.
I'm sure the viewers know. Who is
It's left for you, the viewers out there, that to get ready, get set, because it's going to happen anytime soon. It's just 10 months away. We will know which way the pendulum will swing.
It's not
will it be to the President Muhammadu Buhari or to Atiku Abubakar? The choice is left for you to always stick with us on the real campaign as it will go on, and you will get to hear more about this. Well, I am very, very happy. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. Keep the comments coming. Even after the program, we still need to see your comments so we can use it subsequently. I want to thank Engineer Garba. It's been beautiful having you around. Yes, I know you're laughing. It's been fun. And Mazi,
the pleasure.
Mazi Dixon Irebu, it's good to have you.
It's a pleasure.
I like this. After partial given. No, because they say in politics, no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, only permanent.
But in nation building, identify your leader.
All right, gentlemen, that's been our show. My name is Ernest Ekwesian. It's really been fun, and you can see it's really hot in here. Don't just keep a day with us tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program, The Real Campaign. God bless you and enjoy your day. Oh man, gentlemen.
Very soon we'll buy him.
No, buy him.